back to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing the Anastasia Beverly Hills X Norvina eyeshadow palette. If you do want to see a review and a demo, please keep watching. This is what the outer packaging does look like. And on the back of the box you do have some of the ingredients, and then Norvina wrote a little message here. This is what the eyeshadow palette does look like. The Modern Renaissance, the Subculture palette, and the Prism palette, also the Soft Glam palette, all have the same velvet material on the outer package. When you open up the eyeshadow palette, you have 14 different shades, and it does come with a huge mirror. You also get a dual-ended brush. First, we're going to do swatches of the eyeshadow palette, then we're going to create a look. Swipe, the top row of the eyeshadows are very pigmented, very shimmery. I just love this. I did go a little bit ham on the first shade. I feel like I really pressed in the shade Dreamer. You don't really need to press that hard, just one tap and you do get a lot of shimmer. The shimmer shades I really do love. So now we're going to swatch the bottom row, which are the matte shades. Shades are very creamy and buttery, so are the shimmer shades, but what I did notice is that Soul and Love do have a little bit of shimmer in it. It's like very faint. You can see a little bit of shimmer in Soul, also in the shade Love as well. The first shade that I am going to be applying is the shade Incense. This will be my transition shade. I will be using the dual-ended Anastasia brush that I did come with. I'm just going to be taking the flat end and applying that all over the crease. The eyeshadow turned a little bit smoky really quickly, and I was not expecting that from this shade. I really thought it would be a transition shade, but applied to my lid, it is very pigmented and it does blend out very well. What I would suggest if you would be using this eyeshadow palette is doing your eyes first, then your face makeup. The next shade I am going to be taking is the shade Base, and we're going to apply that all over the lid. The shade Base is coming off a little bit too white on my lids, so I am going to be using the shade Eccentric. I do like how the shades do blend so far. It doesn't look like a muddy mess. So now we're going to dive into the shimmer shades. I am going to be using the shade Rose Gold. I will be using my finger for that, and we're going to pack that all over the lid. The shade Rose Gold has chunks of glitter in it, and it's causing a little bit of fallout. We're going to be using the shade Wild Child, which is right next to it. We're going to apply that on the other side of my lid to see what that looks like. I do prefer this shade in Wild Child that I do have on this side of my eye. It had minimal fallout. We are going to be dipping into the shade Celestial. Same thing, I'm going to be using my finger, and we're going to apply this on the outer part of this eye. I really like how that applied on this eye. I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Dazzling and apply that in the inner corner. The shade Dazzling is stunning, but again, there is a lot of that fallout. We are going to go back onto this eye. I'm going to be taking the shade Love, and we're going to see if we can try to blend that in to this shade Rose Gold. We're just going to blend this. The shade Love is stunning. I love this shade, but it does have a hint of those little bit of shimmer. I actually categorize this shade as one of the shimmer shades. I definitely want to go in with the shade Soul because we haven't played with that shade. I'm going to take the flat end of the dual and Anastasia brush. And again, I do like how the shade's so blended out, but there is that hint of shimmer. I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up, but I can see it in person. I'm just going to take this brush and I'm going to run the shade Volatile underneath my lash line for this eye. So I just ran that on the lower lash line. Again, a lot of fallout. I'm going to connect these two, and I guess we'll wing it out a bit. I want to use as many shades as possible so I can show you guys how they blend on the eye. And not only that, but definitely see if this is worth the $42. Again, with that same brush, I'm going to use a little bit of Passion, and we're going to run that underneath this eye. And we did a wing as well on this side. I like how pigmented the shade Passion is. I didn't have to use a lot of product, and it did show up, so you can see that. But again, there is that little bit of fallout. I'm just going to take my finger and we're going to tap this on this inner corner. I do like how bright the shade Dreamer is. That's very bright on the eye. And let's see what Summer looks like. I'm going to take a clean finger, and I guess we'll pat this on this lid. Summer did really brighten up this eye, so that looks very vibrant and bright. Again, it does have a little bit of that fallout. I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Drama. We're going to smudge this. I'm actually taking a Sephora brush, and we're going to blend this shade up. There we have the shade Drama on this side. Again, a lot of fallout. I do like how these shadows do blend very well together. They complement one another. On the other hand, there is a lot of fallout with this eyeshadow palette. For $42, I don't see myself personally using this eyeshadow palette for $42. I am a neutral type of girl, but I do love purple. Purple is my favorite shade. You guys know that. This eyeshadow palette really wasn't there for me. I feel like I can get all these shimmer shades for $5 at ColourPop, and there isn't a lot of fallout, and I do get the same pigment. I just don't see myself using this eyeshadow palette. It would just be sitting in my makeup drawer collecting dust. Just ask yourself before you buy this eyeshadow palette, will you be using this eyeshadow palette on a daily basis? If you are, then yes, go ahead and purchase it. If you are okay with the fallout, like I'm not okay with fallout. I mean, if I'm in a rush, I need something quick and I'm out the door. If there's fallout, I don't have time to go over my makeup again or do my eyeshadow first. I normally do my face makeup first and then my eyeshadow. A lot of my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette that I do have with this packaging, it does get very dirty, and I find it to be unsanitary at times because I'm touching it and it already has dirty eyeshadow on it, and it's very difficult for me to clean. So I don't really like this packaging. For me, I would pass on the Norvina X ABH palette. I purchased mine on AnastasiaBeverlyHills.com when it first launched. The shipping did take about a week to get here. I did not pay $6 for the 3-day shipping. I just didn't think it was worth the extra money to get it expedited shipped to me. I ended up getting here within a week's time. This eyeshadow palette is available on Ulta.com. I think it is going to be exclusively online at Ulta and Sephora and ABH. If you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.